Hey, everybody, it's
Hey.
Thursday. Look who's in the house.
Hello.
Dr. Lena's in the house, and boy, have we got some questions for you
Oh, wow.
because we want your expert opinion and some of your sharp Ace of Swords wit that gets us all going. And you're coming to us from tomorrow and from winter.
Yes, it's Friday here, and it's midwinter, and we're getting snow on the high country here. Yeah.
So, you're coming to us from the future on subjects of the future.
Yes, don't you love that?
So who better to see what's coming?
Let's
You've
hope.
already arrived.
I know. But the strange thing is, when you grow up in Australia, Christmas is always the middle of summer, right? So as kids, we'd always have our reindeers and the thing, all the cards and the imagery, and we'd be there in our swimsuits going, can we go now?
Yeah, the reindeer need to be wearing flip-flops or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. All right. So let's start off with last night in our tarot class. We were going through the major arcana, and we got to the Tower card. And like we were discussing right before we came on, the Tower is something sudden. It's Uranus. It is lightning. It's something unexpected. It can be a series of events, or it can be, just a wham from out of the blue. So a long time ago, I realized that I was getting, during doing readings locally, I was getting the Tower for everyone in the area of their home, their business, their finances, and we got hit by a hurricane. So, but it wasn't happening to people that I was reading for out of the state.
Right.
Okay. So, but then, and then that happened again because we got we got swiped by another one. So then, it started happening. It started to appear right before COVID came, and it was showing up in everyone's readings in various places, their health, their finances, their work, no matter who I was reading for in any location. Now it's starting to happen again. And once again, it is not geographically specific.
Right.
So I would like to know, we currently here have a very difficult strain of COVID happening here. But like I said, it isn't just Florida. So I would like to know, I would like for us to read on and look to see, is this a disease problem that is going to happen or is taking place now? Or is this a financial burden or whack?
Yes.
And we'll see what we get.
Sure, let's do that. So, what is the Tower about in everyone's readings?
Why is it?
When I was doing private readings during COVID, everyone got the Hermit. It was duh.
Right.
Regardless. Okay. Let's have a look here.
This is
What's
above
this Tower about for everybody?
or financial.
Okay, I can kick off if you want, Laurie.
Please do.
Yeah, okay. So the first card out, Queen of Cups. So this is female energy here. And I think if we think of this particular queen as representing, with all the water in this card, I think people are going to start having weirder dreams, even if they don't see themselves as clairvoyant or psychic or whatever. Don't be surprised if you get very weird dreams, and also other deep messages from the collective, because the water also represents the subconscious and the collective subconscious. Right. Okay. So I think don't be surprised, and you might like to keep a dream journal going forward with this. So the key always with the Queen of Cups is the cup itself in her hands. So if you're feeling really uptight and repressed, you might need to take the lid off your cup, your emotional cup, and actually let it out. That might be online or in the real world. Let that negative emotion out. We can't live in this sort of hate and intensity. And the opposite can be true. If you're already gushing and bursting into tears because you're picking up on the collective stuff, you might need to put your lid on to stay strong, right? So it's a balancing act with the Queen of Cups and this actual representation here of our emotions and our other lives, the ones you can't touch and feel and see. Really important. Okay, now back to the actual question. I think with this Three of Pentacles, I think it is a financial thing as well, not exclusively, but with the tariffs kicking in and everything else, financial people have to rethink how they handle their money. So really be careful with your money and think hard. And it can also be cooperation, like working together to save money. That might be as simple as buying in bulk once a month for the rice and the flour, and think along those lines. This makes me think there might be a disease in the works as well, whether it's a new strain of COVID or whatever, but I'm not thrilled seeing it here underneath the Queen like this, right? So pay attention to your health and pay attention to your immune system. Now, going forward, what's happening here, I think this refers to the government as much as anything. As the tariffs kick in and they're an abject failure, Trump's way is just to get a bigger stick than he had last week and hit everyone over the head with it, right? So this causes more financial stress. But I'm pleased to report my outcome card is good. This is all a test for America. How does America handle this place in time and history? And this is the good stuff. So the essential message is look after yourself, your own, and each other. If you just stop at looking after yourself, it's not enough in this time. This time is very demanding of us, right? So you need support from other people, and you can give support to other people. Okay, that's me.
Wow, that was amazing. And I'm so happy that your Five of Pentacles, was it? Wait.
The conflict, Five of Wands?
Yeah. Oh, I got that too. Yeah, I got that up at the top.
Yeah, okay. People don't know what to do.
Right. There's a big problem. Yeah. And thank goodness I am not getting disease here. So
good.
I am seeing that we need to take much better care of ourselves because there's so much drama and chaos. And I feel like someone's going to trip a lever, because I kept getting the Fool card with every single time I ask about what happens in August. And somebody just flips the switch the wrong way, and it's going to cause a worldwide problem.
Mm-hmm.
So I would go along with, and I got a couple of Pentacle cards. So I'm going to go with, your savings and taking good care of yourself, sometimes this isn't about a miserly standpoint. Sometimes this is about protecting what is yours.
Yes.
And stocking your cupboard,
Yeah.
And so our power goes out a little bit. So with boosting your immune system, but think think positive. You know,
You got the start.
I did. I got the star too. And but
Oh,
I really do feel that it is worldly conflict with the
yeah.
tariffs and the money and everything, and just the inbreds are infighting.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, yes.
All right. So, okay. So there
Yeah.
could be some unexpected problems, you know, with inclement weather and things like that, of course. But mostly, this is the unrest with people, civil unrest, and financial chaos,
Mhm,
okay.
mhm. And the
Uncertainty.
point is, just to state the obvious, people are in a heightened state of worry and concern, and that does affect your immune system badly. So be really conscious and try and keep yourself in prime condition, because with RFK at the helm of health too, God knows how things would play out with various things.
Lord. And
He's
then
just pulled all that money
yeah,
from vaccine research.
yes, he's really awful. I just wanted to say hi to Libby Meister Tarot. So
Hi,
hello.
Libby.
All right. Okay. On July 2nd, they had the annual BRICS meeting.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And I don't know the summit. I don't know if you've read on this or not. I'm a little behind with everybody's readings. Thank you,
Yeah.
Jade. Xi Jinping, for the first time ever, president of China, did not appear.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't come. He did send an envoy or a personal
Yeah.
representative. So is he ill or is there another problem?
Let's have a look.
Let's have a look.
Because China is our nearest and biggest trading partner, so we're very exposed to what China is thinking and feeling and going on too. So
Right.
Xi Jinping also studied in Australia.
Okay.
He actually speaks really good English. He just chooses not to with Trump.
All right. And I think his daughter studied here too, or something.
Oh.
So they're all over the place.
Yeah.
Those X's.
Okay, Xi Jinping. This is interesting. I'll just pull 3 cards on this.
Oh, okay. All right. What's going on with Xi Jinping? Is he ill or is he having a money problem or?
Oh, he's got a power problem. Okay. Well, I ended up pulling 5 cards because one can't help it when they're telling the story. You can't sort of put the book down with 10 pages to go, like it's... Okay. Yes. Now, China is in this extraordinary space of, on the one hand, modernizing so dramatically over the last, 1.5, 2 generations and stuff. But at the end of the day, it's still a one-party state. So he's having to exert his power here. In other words, there's been rumblings. So there's a bit of a push for democracy that gets squashed. Then there's various players, right? So this is him holding on. He has to get his messaging right for China. He's worried that put it this way, my vibe is he doesn't want to have to hold on to power by absolute literal force. He would rather have hearts and minds. So he's working on his messaging with this card. But things are unclear because everything is unclear. Like, it's not mysterious in these times. No one knows what's happening. And what the Trump administration or regime forgets all the time is all our global trade is like this. That's why it's so imbecilic and childish and stupid to be advocating this tariff thing, because if you went to build a building in the US or here, the lumber's from somewhere. Every screw, every connection, everything has come from somewhere else. So that's why here I think it's turned up as unclear how the global situation will affect Xi Jinping. But I think he'll have a bit of conflict going on, but that was the 5 again. But he'll keep it stable for now, whether that means 2 years or 30 years. I'm not exploring in this, but it means he will keep China together in an okay way going forward. From the Chinese perspective, not the Western perspective.
Okay. So you didn't get that he was ill at all. He just had other...
No, or if he was, it's not fatal, game-changing. No.
Okay. Good. All right. Because he had a problem a few years ago. I think he had a surgery on his head or a brain bleed or something. I forget what he had. I do feel that he was not feeling strong. And he definitely, and guess what? His first card out was the Tower.
Oh.
So, but he wasn't feeling strong. So he wasn't feeling like he was in control of everything. And he may have had something else going on, like you said. I think his mind was focused on something else and he couldn't combine the two things together.
Yeah, I totally agree with that.
But I think he's okay. And I think he's trying to stabilize things and temper things. And like you got with the 10 of Cups. And so I don't feel like, if I did have to guess though, because I have the Death card and the Temperance card, he could have a health problem in November or December.
Okay. And the other thing with your Tower card there too, I think it was literally the shock that went around the world with this tariff crap, right? It's affecting everyone's economy simultaneously and on the whim of a maniac. You know, and that is destabilizing.
Very destabilizing. Yeah, he's trying to make it. I just feel like he's having, like he doesn't feel like something is stabilized under his feet at the present moment.
No.
All right. Okay. Our infamous, the U.S.'s infamous Attorney General Pamela Jo Bondi, because that's her name, Pammy Jo. Straight out of the Beverly Hillbillies. Except from Florida. Okay, so she met with FBI Director Kash Patel last night at the White House because I guess they scraped. No one wanted to sit on Vance's couch at his residence, so they just took it back to the White House, I guess. Let's see how did they got together to hatch a plan, right? To hatch an Epstein plan. Like, what could they give birth to make this, palatable for everybody? What will MAGA swallow? Were they successful? How did the meeting go? Did they like it?
Let's have a look at that.
Yeah. Let's look.
Pam Bondi, Kash Patel. Because Trump, of course, has thrown it squarely in her lap. Not that we have any sympathy for Pam Bondi.
Yeah, because her lap is under the bus.
But there we go. What sort of plan did they come up with for Epstein? Handling Epstein. Oh, it's weird. You know how it is sometimes you've got 78 cards in a deck and the same ones keep turning up, like. Let me see. All right. Now, here we come, the Queen of Cups again. So Pam Bondi has to decide how much she's going to reveal or hide, essentially, again, symbolically in that cup. That's the thrust of what they were talking about, I think. Do we give them this pile of things naming these guys, or do we give them nothing, or do we give them, but that was her job at the meeting. They all realise they are wounded by this. They all do realise this is a problem for the regime. They hoped they'd be able to reinvent themselves on the other side of this, right, with this magician card.
Mm-hmm.
The problem for them is there's too much that they don't control that someone else controls who could choose to release it. In other words, they know there's more out there that they haven't got their sweaty little paws on, and they're worried, and they should be. Who's sitting on it waiting for a vulnerable moment here? This could be Musk, say, with more dirt or something like that they're worried about, which they know would not be good for this administration. So if I had to sum it up, I'd say they're sweating it. They're just going to divulge a little bit and pretend things are normal. And they're not normal.
And they're not. Well, they never were.
No.
Okay, well.
What have you got?
They're wishing they could go back to the past and start over.
Six of Cups.
They just wish they could just go right back. Get that time travel machine when things were good.
Yeah.
Okay, so they started out, I don't think their meeting went very well at all in the beginning. Boy, I just don't think they could agree on anything. And I think there was blame and flaming swords going into each other's backs. I don't think it started very well. She may have one of them may have even actually left the meeting. Like they may not have come to an agreement.
Yeah, that Four of Swords, flew through my mind too. I'll go with you on that one.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, that's great. So I do think they're just going to try to cut and turn from this. I don't even know if they'll be able to release a little bit, but I think they just really want to cut and run and not talk about it anymore, just refuse to talk about it anymore.
Mm-hmm.
They may leak a little bit. I got your Queen of Cups as well. And if they stop talking about it, they may have some semblance of, they may be able to get through a few days without a giant problem. But, this is the Aleister Crowley Lust card as well. So I think it's still going to be there. But boy, I think they have a really big problem here. I don't think they were very successful in the beginning, but they may be able to shut things up a little bit. But my next question, staying in that vein, is there were more people fired from the FBI, and she had hauled in almost 1,000 FBI agents to go through, redact, flag everywhere and take it out. So will one of the fired FBI people come forward then?
Yeah, let's have a look.
Because one of them used to be in charge. So will this be it? Well, did they just put the
Let's have a look at it. Because I think, like you, only one of them's going to survive this out of Bondi and Kash Patel.
Every time I read on Patel, I get the Ten of Swords as the outcome card.
Yeah. He's going to...
FBI, will any of the three that were just fired tattle? Tell the truth.
Oh, I got the Strength card too, and the Four. Look, I think this is them trying to fight from the hill symbolically. I mean, their job is to protect who, right? But human nature being what it is, we have a high sort of streak of self-preservation, and the problem is it was okay for them in the early days of this conflict. They could hide behind each other, they could hide behind staff, they could hide behind things. But now the process will be revealed, I think, to us a bit more. I think this is Pam Bondi trying to shut the lion's mouth.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm already on the 8th of the 8th. I'm already in the Lion's Gate. You guys get it tomorrow. She's determined to come out on top. And because they're both huge jobs in the national and international scene, he needs her, Trump needs her close by because she's prepared to contravene every legal thing. So I think that's her. They have a reluctant agreement here. Normally the Two of Cups, mutual respect and all of that. I think this is all a front, right, of saying, oh, the FBI is working really hard and the Department of Justice is working day and night, no. So this is, if you like, the facade. They have the same problem. They don't know what's out there. They don't know what's in there. They don't know what is yet to be revealed. And my last card was the Queen of Pentacles. And I thought, what's that about? Because the Queen of Pentacles is the most practical queen. So then I think maybe Bondi will be replaced. I'm just thinking she can fight for now, but I wouldn't be surprised. And my political brain wouldn't have seen that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
He needs to keep her close. She's obliging to him, etc. Now I'm beginning to think this could be Susie Wiles. Oh, I just thought of that, right? His chief of staff or whatever her role is. She really cleans up the dirt and changes the diapers. Practical. She might be saying to them, you guys have to go away and sort this out. She's becoming a bigger player is what I'm probably fumbling to say. Susie Wiles.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Because she protects his immediate domain.
Yes. She's his
right?
fixer. Yeah, she's the fixer.
Yeah. What did you get?
I was trying to figure out if I got that somebody, one of the three that were fired, would find the right person in the right place to reveal what they saw or what they know or what they were told by one of the other FBI agents that was redacting.
Yes, I think this is that person, this one. They've got the goods.
They definitely have the goods, but they have to be careful where they talk about this. They have to figure out how this information is going to be shared and how they're going to write it up. And I feel that there will be that there's two people working on it. I feel like there's two people, and that it will come out.
Mm-hmm.
It's not as fast as we might like it.
Yeah.
But it will come out.
Mm-hmm.
So I have and a person with a lot of money, a man with a lot of money, will be helping those agents and maybe helping this to come out.
Mm. Now, do you think that could be Musk or Peter Thiel?
Want to see if it's Musk?
Yeah, Musk or
well,
Thiel.
you want to look would you like to look and see if it's Musk, and I'll look to see if it's Thiel?
Sure.
Okay. Will either Musk or Thiel be the one to help get the FBI information out.
Yeah, so who wants it out more? I'm looking at Musk. Musk. Who's there? Who's there?
We're looking to see who will help facilitate the outing.
Okay. Well, this is interesting. So, Page of Swords, this is my social media card. This is literally my Twitter card, now X. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Very first card out. So I'm thinking, but it's not as simple as that. Because Elon Musk isn't immensely smart and he's operating with drug issues, he's too confused to know how to deal with it. Like, he knows he's sitting on something big. Through him, I don't think it's the American people going to have their hearts broken per se. I think the Three of Swords could also be miscommunication. What I'm getting is, in the Musk camp, messy miscommunication. And this, to me, this King of Pentacles, it looks more like Vance. And so who benefits from Trump not going forward? Thiel. So I think, I know it sounds like I'm trying to have it both ways, and I don't think they're colluding as such. It's not that vibe. It's like Musk has gone, I've got this, I can destroy him, and he's off there. And Peter Thiel is going, I want Vance, in. So it's like he's coming in and overpowering in that way. Oh, what did you get?
I think that was really good, Lena, and you imitated him very well, I must say. I got an absolute 99.9% yes on Thiel. Yeah, the deal, it's coming up, not quite half, absolutely 100% yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because he's the player, that's why he's so dangerous.
Yeah, he hands it over.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. It goes from one to the other.
Because it's good for him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
Wow.
All right. We did it. We saw mystery solved right there.
Mystery solved.
From
the way of positive change. Just tune in.
All right. Now, Texas representative in the House, Jasmine Crockett, whom we all adore. They're trying to get rid of her district. And the last reading I did on her didn't look so great. Can we see if can we just take a look at her future? Is of course she's going to get another job, of course.
Yeah, yeah.
What's going to happen to her? Does she lose the one that she has? She's on one of the biggest committees. So let's see what happens to her.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Jasmine Crockett. And don't forget, people, too, with tarot, it's the energy. Tarot is not good with timing, but really good with the energies around something. And so let's see what happens. Let's have a look at this. Jasmine Crockett. Look, I think she's in strife, but she's got very powerful outcome cards. Okay. Now, Queen of Pentacles, she's very practical and very hard working, has a huge brain, but can put it into action. She's been extremely forthright, right? Which is why the regime isn't happy with her. She calls it out like it is. They are now in the middle of a misinformation campaign, the false night, as Johnny calls it, false messaging. They're going hard. They're going to do everything to try and tarnish Jasmine Crockett. Now, the judgment, is this judgment on them who try and bring her down, or judgment, right? We'll see. But I love this because it's followed by the Fool card. So to me, it says, even if she falls because of their manipulations and their judgment, she has a brand new day in front of her. Or she can take them on and push them back. But Texas is very volatile. I'm leaning more towards she's going to be heavily targeted, but then will soar. This is, the original story is embedded here in the Fool card. I love it. And I think she is a person of faith, and she just has to stay with her own faith in this, and she will soar. But what do you get for your judgment card?
Well, I feel like they've already decided they're done with her. Like the big money is just, they're already decided that they're taking her out. Yeah. So she's already in trouble. So she's got to start looking for something else.
Yep.
So thanks, Miss Judy. That's very kind of you. So she has to make a decision. What is she going to do? Because the lines are blurred. It's very difficult. And I think that she's going to end up taking something that wasn't her first choice. It's not her first choice, but it'll be a bridge to get her to where she needs to go in a roundabout sort of way.
Yeah. And with this card, it's so positive for her right now, but she will be sacrificed on the altar of their corruption.
Thank you, Cheryl. And I have the star card for her on the bottom, but this will be, boy, I don't know what astrological sign she is, but these eclipses are, this isn't her best time ever, but she will rise. And I wanted to ask you, in case you've been under a rock, you guys, Lena's reading from her One World tarot deck that she's.
Oh, thank you. I'm so bad at self-promotion. Thank you, Laurie.
Rose. And you can get these on Amazon, right? Where else can you get them?
Anywhere else, I'd say. Let's not support Amazon.
Well, okay, right.
So have a look. It's widely out there.
Okay.
But for newbies, there's a book that steps you through that I put
so
together.
Fantastic. Yeah, it is. It's so fantastic. The book is just chock full of.
And for people who are regular tarot readers, it gives you a personal view and a world view on things. So that's what makes it a little bit different, I think.
It does. It really does. Yeah, and that's the way you read for us personally, and then for the collective. Yeah. So you got to get one. Even just for the book. I mean, the book is fantastic. The cards are great. I love the way you did the artwork in the cards. All right. So Jasmine Crockett, I just think they've just already decided what they're going to do with her, and the die is cast, and she's going to have some problems. But she's going to be all right.
Yeah. Yeah.
And she's smart and she's beautiful. So she's going to be fine.
Oh, in the Barnes and Noble have it in the
Nobles, yeah.
Thank you. Let's stay away from Amazon.
Oh, look, there's Danny Shea. Great book, great deck. Yeah.
Thanks, Danny.
Yeah, it is super. All right. A lot of people saying, "Oh, I have them.
Mhm.
All right, great. Now, I have a funny question. Betty Williams asked, oh, excuse me. The funny question is, when Trump decided to put concrete over Jackie's rose garden at the White
Ah,
House, did anyone go and bury anything in that patch or area in the garden before they bulldozed it and put the concrete down? Is there anything buried there?
I don't know. I think it's such an atrocity.
Mm-hmm.
But he's such a vandal, you know. It just takes your breath away. It's
Well,
just
Mark Meadows was burning stuff in the fireplace and Trump was throwing things down the toilet. So I'm just wondering, did anyone stick anything under one of the bushes, or did anyone, knowing that it was going to be bulldozed and concrete, they were going to put the footings in and lay the.
okay. We're going to look at that.
Yeah, that's the funny.
Anything
You never
big?
know. You never know. Oh, Linda Bishop says Jimmy Hoffa's in there. Did anybody hide anything in the garden the day before or a few days before?
Let's have a look here. In the X-rays. Why is that? I don't know what I think about this.
It could have been it could have been an earring. It could have been a pair of lacy panties. It could have been all kinds of things.
Something went in that had an emotional thing. Look, this could just be my perverse mind.
No.
Look, this is sort of loss and regret, but this is walking away. The cards up. My vibe with this Ace of Cups and Seven of Wands. Okay. It was something of emotional value. In other words, if it was all dug up tomorrow, I don't think you're going to find hoards because it's not accessible. It's something that's been put there to not be accessible. The fight here, I think my vibe is Melania put something now. She comes from Slovenia. And like most of the previous Eastern European countries, very superstitious people, whether they're Catholic or Eastern Orthodox or whatever they are, they still all go to the witches.
I did not know that.
I think she might have put something in there in the form of an ancient Slovenian banishing spell. I'm going to go with that.
Okay. Yeah. She could have. What are those statues that you bury when you want to sell your real estate? Maybe it was one of those too. A saint. The people.
Yeah, because she's not there. She has no intention of spending more than an hour that she has to there.
Yeah. I got some sort of a trinket too.
Yep.
Yeah, I got something. I did. Yeah. So I think I feel like somebody put something, and it could be even maybe it wasn't bad. Saint Joseph upside down. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. When you place it when you bury it upside down, then it's supposed to help your real estate sell.
There we go.
So maybe Melania put that in there. It could have been a little thing towards the person, in memoriam, maybe, or could have somebody put something in there. That's what I'm getting. I don't feel like I don't have a bunch of sneaky, malefic, or any cards like that.
Yeah. I don't think it was hardcore. Yeah, not the.
There might have been a sex toy or something. I'm just kidding.
Yeah. In the comments, someone says the new rose garden. Well, it's not a rose garden anymore, is it? The car lot has American flag drains. So disrespectful.
Oh,
what brain would conceive of that? So
no.
I guess that means all the drains are painted like the American flag. Talk about symbology going down the drain.
Yeah. So that's
disturbing.
That's an excellent segue into the next question.
Okay.
Titan X asks, will the U.S. ever regain the world trust ever again?
Oh, God. It's a long-term question. I can tell you that much. From where I'm sitting, it's not round the corner.
No, and it's hard because 4 years of Trump, 4 years of Biden. Who wants to invest in that that's a 4-year whatever,
Yeah, and what the international world is saying, the problem is not even if he gets replaced by a Dem, and that's assuming a lot at this point too, that there's even going to be elections going forward. But if you don't want it flipping back in 4 years either.
That's what I was saying. Who wants to invest in that? It means you can only do 3 years of something, or Yeah. So
we're looking at, will America get
ever regain
the world back? Okay, let's have a look. It's a big question.
It is a big question.
Look, I think in a way it'll have to be a different America for this to happen. Mm-hmm. So the traditional strength of America and being the ultimate corporate worshipping of money identity is experiencing a great loss, but I think losses are not always a bad thing. I think it's leading to a reevaluation of the worship of materialism, consumerism, individualism, all the isms. It almost had to get this bad. But here, America has to do some deep reflective thinking to really change and convince the world. But look, I'm loving this. There's the Four of Wands. Now, this could be in 25 years. I'm just saying, can't do timing, but that's the outcome in the end. So it's what the people of America reflect on and what their country to represent. And it's not more of the same, and you can't go back to the status quo from this hell, right? Even Obama said that recently. We can't go back to the status quo. And he's right. For him, that's a big statement, Mm-hmm. So this is the big thinking. But yeah, eventually. And it might be a better, stronger, more egalitarian country. It might live up to all the things that were just pie in the sky before. So what did you get, Laurie?
Okay, and I wanted to say thank you to Lori, and then I missed a super chat. Thank you. I'm so sorry I missed you. Don't want to mess anything up, but thank you very much. And I will be sending Lena her share. Thank you. We all share here.
That's very kind of you.
Okay, so when they look at the U.S. recent past, They see us as the tower. Like our tower has already come down. The mask has come off.
Yep.
The people who voted for him, but then we had, there was sneaky business there. So that hasn't completely come out yet. It will. And when some of the evidence comes forward, and some of the plotting that happened, that will be helpful. But they're still afeared. They're still
Yeah, of course.
concerned. They have anxiety when doing business with us. And sometimes, we can be con artists. Sometimes we've had leaders that, we've had the Bushes and every single one of them. I mean, just except for Obama.
The Reagan nightmare. Yeah.
Yeah, right. So they've turned away. They've turned away. And but after a period of stability, it will return. But like anything else, it's a trust issue. We have to be show that we can be trusted. We have to do our homework. So that will be difficult because we're going through. This is what's coming up. We're going through some more unrest, and it's almost like, does anybody know where the truth is? Can anybody find the truth? Who knows? So that's really tough. And I live in a very touristy area, and the three places most close to me that have very wealthy tourist areas are Sarasota. Well, I mean, we are here too, but Sarasota, Naples, Fifth Ave, and Sanibel. But Sanibel was mostly destroyed in the hurricane. But they were down on Fifth Ave. The local news was down on Fifth Ave interviewing most of the restaurateurs and a lot of the shops. And summer is always more slow, but we usually have a lot of European visitors and people. But that has not happened this year. So they missed a lot of the Canadians in the last few months, and the Europeans are not here. So it's really hurting the economy here. So thank you, Angie. So it's really happening. So it's
and that's not going to change in a hurry.
No, it won't. But it was there, very, very apparent, and there for all to see. Okay, so now I have a very interesting question. Betty Williams asked, the number 9 in numerology signifies endings and the endings of cycles. Now, on September, which is a 9, on September 9th, 2025, which is also a 9, so it would be 999. She wants to know, would that then be the end of Trump? Would this affect Trump? The September 9th, the 999.
September 9th. Celtic Sheila's here. Hi. Hi. 9th of the 9th.
And I saw Kevin Loving in the chat too. Hi,
Kevin.
Yeah, beautiful people. All the beautiful people. All right, the 999, September 9th. Will that be the ending of a cycle for Trump? Yeah, in the eclipse energy.
Okay. Let's see if the 9th of the month. Wow. I didn't expect that. One way or another, it's going to be a significant day. 4 cards, 3 majors, and an ace.
Whoa.
Buckle up. So, it started. You can all have your opinion on this. The death card. Oh, whoops. And when we were designing these cards, if you look at the figure on the ground, there's more than a passing resemblance with you know who. But the death card itself is symbolic. Let's be clear about that. the Fred Flintstone approach to things is, I think maybe in terms of tariffs and stuff, it reaches critical mass because the tariffs kicked in yesterday. That'll be a month of the new tariff regime. So even though there's not pentacles here, that's my vibe.
Yeah.
But also the hideous fascist tendencies that he has. Something will happen to at least start a major rebalance into the future with the star.
Wow.
Now, for Hoagie, I think it is, who sees the star as the narcissist card. I don't. It's always been my best of America card. But if you look at these together, something has to rebalance these energies. Curious. Yeah. What did you get, Lauren?
I like that famous quote for the stars, that we're all in the gutter, but some of us are looking up at the stars.
Yes.
Up at the stars. Okay. So I got that there will be some major stuff going on with Russia and the Putin star. Both of my Russian here. And Trump will be defending. This comes up with Putin. So he's going to have a fight with Putin, and Trump is on the side. He will not be able to defend himself. He is not standing strong. So he's in a weakened position. It's bad. It's bad. And so he has to retreat. And there's one of the eclipses. There's only two in all 78 cards, one in the moon and one in the 8 of cups. And the outcome card is the deals you've done with the people you knew. And
it's the combination's not good for him, is it?
No, it isn't. So that was a really great question.
Oh.
Definitely something has already started, and then it just, I think it just sort of blows up. There's a reveal. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Do you have another question, or would you like to go?
We'll have one more, but the hour has flown by.
Yes, it has. It always does. I always have so much fun with you. It's been entirely too long this time. But we both have been you're a world traveler.
Yeah.
You've been traveling everywhere. All right. So let's see. Shall we look to see what the main message is, since you're in Lionsgate right now? We're entering it, and we technically are in the foreshadowing of these eclipses coming up.
Yes.
So can we get a word for the people?
For the viewers, a word of advice from the cosmos.
Yes.
For you wonderful viewers. Let's have a look.
Our light worker family. All right.
Let's have what do the viewers need to know? What do the viewers need to know? Oh, sweet. Okay.
Share when you're ready.
Okay. So it starts with the Hermit card. Now, the Hermit, deeply mysterious figure, also the card of higher learning. So while this is going on, and it's hard with the endless burble and distraction, like every minute of every hour, to step outside of that. And Quadley, you might have been interested in astrology or numerology or tarot or something for years, and maybe do a bit deeper reading to settle your soul in here. Otherwise, we're ping-ponging, lurching from crisis to crisis. It's really hard to avoid that, but it's asking you to look. I would suggest Pam Gregory just flew into my brain. If you don't know her, Pam Gregory is a UK astrologer, and she's very big on this dynamic of new earth coming in, that our frequency is being lifted. It's really uncomfortable now, but that's because we need to emerge into the new earth. So that energy to literally earth yourself, right? So this is earthing the soul, and this is earthing the body more. Pentacles rules the body. That can be just lying on grass, clean grass, or lying on sand, lying on something that's natural, walking with bare feet, centering. And I'll cover the naughty bits. The Lover's card. So be the person who's kind to others. Look after and let your natural, deeper love of humanity come forward. Oops.
Are they patting each other on the butt, Lena?
No.
You sure the message isn't pat your partner on the butt?
Yeah, but in the Rider-Waite, of course, she's looking up for celestial guidance, and he's looking at her tits.
It's a normal day.
A normal day.
Okay. All right. I love that message. I wanted to say thank you to Blam Girl and Karen for the super chats. Thank you so very much. I really like that message for everyone, and I love the Hermit card, and I really the Hermit's the guru.
Yeah.
So like
in
that's
ourselves.
Yeah, your inner guru, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I think we're in a time right now where some things it doesn't feel like things are mixing well, right? It just doesn't, it feels a little imbalanced. So the grounding thing works really, really well. But change is coming. It is coming. The cycles change. This can't go on much longer. I feel like we're at that Malcolm Gladwell tipping point. Someone asked about that question on my post. I feel like we're there, and I think it's about taking care of yourself, like we spoke before, and doing your due diligence. Your health is your wealth, so take care of yourself and trust in the process of change.
Yeah. And I'd like to give a shout out in the comments here. Dog Mama, the 8th of the 8th is my sobriety birthday, 14 years.
Oh, congratulations.
Well done.
Yes. Congratulations. That's awesome, Dog Mom. And it's Rose Blue's birthday as well. So everybody has birthday. Yeah, so I love the wheel. It's going to change. Things are going to change. Maybe a little unbalanced. So like Lena said, do your earthing, your grounding, and take care of you. But we're going to be fine. So, and people are going to leave. People do leave. People die. People go through divorces. People have upset family problems. They move. Things happen. Things change all the time. And this is going to change too. We're in a cycle of change. And I love that.
Love that. And the 8th of the 8th is really good for manifesting future clarity.
Yeah, that's great. So yeah, you could get a little lucky.
Yeah.
You never know. Someone could pat you on the butt. I'm just saying. All right, you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you, Square Peg, for posting the questions.
Thanks for coming by, viewers.
Oh, yes. Thanks to all our Lightworker family. We had over 2,400 in the chat and watching, and we're so happy that you stopped by. Thank you, Lena. It's been a blast. Let's do it again soon when you get a chance. And everybody have a great Lionsgate day and weekend.
Om.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.